we are in the process of making a YouTube series called the SpotLight Media or SpotLight. How are we gonna get the name together? But we about to get this shit. What's up? What's up? This is SpotLight Media CLT. I am Marcus Baker. We're here with artist, singer, songwriter, producer, King Saint. And we also have Spade over here as well. This is the time you can shout out any of the platforms people can find you at.
At King Saint _MVP or at King Saint, which is my Facebook. Also, MVP Mixtape Volume 1 is on all streaming sites, so you can check that out.
Alright, bet. And
follow me on Instagram, Black King Pharaoh at BL4CK King Pharaoh.
alright, bet. So, King Saint. You from Charlotte? You from North Carolina?
Nah, I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
You from Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Alright, so shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to Biggie Smalls. Facts. So tell us, what brought you, how along did your journey end you up in North Carolina, Charlotte?
Just visited, kind of liked it, so I just tried something different. That's pretty much it.
Alright, temple. So now, when it came to producing, was that found inside of the great, beautiful city of Charlotte, North Carolina, or was it in Brooklyn, which is cool too?
I've been producing for 3 years, so I started in Charlotte, of course, but been doing music all my life.
Okay, so when would you say your love for music started?
Very young age, probably about 5 or 4.
5, 4.
Yeah.
What was your favorite instrument?
Sax.
So you played the saxophone.
Yeah.
Do you feel like during that era that inspired you even to this day in producing?
Probably had a part of it, you know what I'm saying? Wanted to try something new. I played in bands, jazz lounges, directed choirs, so decided.
So you directed choirs too?
Yeah.
So how did you get into that? So, like the directing part, like aspect.
Well, I got started the saxophone in the church. Got a scholarship through a scout that came to the church, and then just went into directing, just flowed into it, kind of. So.
Well, that's good. That's good stuff. But so tell us this though. Now, in the process, I know that you said that you directed a choir and you can write music as well. Now, when did the mindset become that, hey, I want to start producing?
There's an old friend of mine's, man. He was going to rap, and I was like, yeah, I make beats, I'll produce whatever, you know, invest my money into the craft, into the instruments. You know, as long as you're serious about rapping, you know, of course, he kind of flaked, you know what I mean? But I just continued doing it. It was like a hobby. And then I met somebody in the industry was like, yo, kind of disappointing you had talent you wasn't using, so I just started taking it serious.
It was like a wake-up call.
Yeah.
Perhaps. Now, if you can name someone who is a motivational key person that motivated you to keep going, who would you say that is?
Motivated me to keep going. Probably my grandmother, my daughter, you know what I'm saying? I gotta do it for her. I'm trying to make something, build something for my daughter, definitely. Leave her a legacy, something that she can be proud of, something that she can take over. You know, that's pretty much it.
I feel that. That's a good man. That's a good man. Now, does she play music? Any instrument?
Keys, you know what I'm saying? She dances. She likes to sing.
Now, you said the saxophone was your first.
Well, yeah, saxophone. I started off with clarinet, moved into the saxophone, got a scholarship for that. Did a personal 3-year scholarship with a dude named Jeff Newell. Then after that, taught myself how to, I went to a performing arts junior high. So I was in a band, so I taught myself pretty much like a little bit of the trumpet, keyboard, drums I played in church.
So you was aware that you just wanted to know all of it?
Yeah.
Okay, facts. All right, that's good stuff. Now, when it came to producing, what was your first software that you played around on?
Actually, I tried all of them out. I did. I taught myself how to really do everything. About 500-600 hours of YouTube, doing research constantly on programs like Fruity Loops, Pro Tools, Ableton, Machine, Record, Reason. Kind of fell in love with Machine, like the workflow. You be unique yourself. You know what I mean? It complements any style that you have, definitely. And I use Reasons to record it. I kind of fell in love with their mixing and mastering part.
Right. So you got a flavor for all of them.
Yeah, but my main two is Machine and Reason.
Okay, simple. Now, when it came to producing, did you start with more so the vocal aspect, or did you go straight into the beats?
First, I had to master the beats. You have to master one part before you move on to the other. So I mastered the beats first, and then after that, went to the vocals. Had a couple of people that I knew that went to school for the stuff, Full Sail and other performing arts schools, engineering schools, and just pick their brain. You know what I'm saying? Pick a lot of people's brains, and they basically said it's based off your ear and get a reference CD and try to match it up. You know what I'm saying? So I just started teaching myself. Like I said, I started teaching myself, taking knowledge that I hear from different places and trying it out until I felt comfortable to what I wanted.
Thanks. Now, in the process of when you were starting making beats, what would you feel your aesthetic was that you kind of felt your beat sounded like?
I don't know. I wasn't necessarily trying to sound like anybody. I did have people I looked up to, like Ninth Wonder, Pharrell, the whole Neptunes, as a matter of fact. Dr. Dre to Jay Dilla, you know what I'm saying, all the old school people. Kanye, you know what I'm saying. Yes, he's one of a kind, but that man's a musical genius at the end of the day. And a lot of people sleep on Stevie J. He plays on a lot of instruments, and you know what I'm saying, he's a genius as well. So a lot of people that's actually talented. There's a dude on Instagram and YouTube called Memorex. That dude was one of the guys I used to watch trying to learn the machine. So Memorex, shout out to you. He's a beast too. So.
Now, I heard you say Kanye, right?
Yeah.
What do you feel about him right now? Do you feel he's lost right now?
Yeah, I don't have no words on that, but you know what I'm saying, my man probably, you know what I'm saying, he going through something, so I think he need to work that out. As far as his music goes, the old Kanye lyric wise is dope. The beat's still hot, you know what I'm saying? The beat's still hot, you know what I'm saying? But he just gotta find his way. He's going through something, so he just gotta find his way.
But who's running the game right now with beats? Who would you say?
Beats running the game. I don't know. It's a lot of cats out
Can you
there.
say?
There's a lot of cats out there. A lot of people that, you know, Metro Boomin just dropped something, you know, I heard it was pretty tight, you know what I'm saying? Zayto is still doing his thing out there. There's a couple of local artists, local producers doing their thing, J Stacks, H Wood, you know what I mean? It's just hard to determine who's running the game because There's a lot of good people out
It's
there.
like different flows.
Yeah, different flows. People working with each other. A lot of people collabing, so you can't just say one person. A lot of people's taking a lot of team effort out here. So that's pretty dope.
Right. Now, now, as a producer, when it comes to choosing the type of artist that you feel matches what you are kicking on the producing side, the production side, what would you feel like that artist needs to have?
They gotta be hungry. You gotta have a drive. Lyrics do matter. You know what I'm saying? I don't know now. You know what I'm saying? some of the shit on this radio. But lyrics do matter. To me, as a producer, lyrics do matter. So you have to come in the studio with me, I'm gonna tell you that shit's whack. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, it's whack. You're gonna have to come back.
Now, when you say lyrics do matter, now if it's the lyrics is hot, but what is the message has to be like?
I mean, it depends on what you want the message to be, but at the same time, it's the delivery, is what you actually saying, or you actually getting a message across. You know what I mean? You can rap about anything, but it's just how you gonna execute the delivery, your wordplay. That says a lot. You know what I mean?
Now, when it comes to being a producer and you making your first beats and you putting them out there, how does it feel to have an artist rap on your beat for the first time?
Oh, for the first time when I had an artist rap on the beat, the first artist that I had rap on the beat was this dude named Quan, go by the name Hercules. You know, at the same time he was starting, I was starting production, so we kind of worked together to try to build the flow. So it was pretty dope after he came out. You know what I'm saying? He's a dope artist as well. So it turned out to be a dope project. So, you know, good feeling. You know, a lot of people liked it. You know what I mean? It'd be different if I put it out and it was trash.
Right.
But yeah, it's pretty dope.
Now, do you feel like you bring a little bit of a Brooklyn flavor to your music when you make beats?
It's weird because I try to combine jazz, classical, probably the 808 South, you know, deep bass, but definitely the drum patterns of the New York style. So it's just a blend of everything. It's a unique blend. So I don't try to sound like what you hear on a radio or anything like that. I try to go in my own lane and just be myself, you know what I'm saying? Hey, somebody's gonna like it, you know what I'm saying? So other people are not gonna like it, but the whole thing is somebody's gonna like it, you know what I'm saying? So you never can stop who you are, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta keep on grinding.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, along your path as a producer, how did you run into my man Spade?
Actually, we worked together, you know what I'm saying? We worked together and he actually heard some of the shit in the trailer. I used to bring the speaker, I still do, bring the speaker out there, let people hear it, you know what I'm saying, vibe out to it, and then decided to work together, you know.
It was sounding pretty right.
Yeah, he's a dope artist too, you know what I mean? Producer as well.
So Spade, what would you say is like your flavor, your message that you kick when you spit?
Me mostly, I like to think of myself as being versatile, but most of the time, man, I'm just telling my story about, you know, what I go through on a day-to-day, or, you know, how I may be feeling at the time that I step to the mic, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, that's what it mostly depends on, how I was feeling. When I step to the mic, sometimes I might be feeling like get a message across, spitting some knowledge, or just telling about a day that I was chilling smoking. You know what I'm saying?
You from the city?
Born and raised Charlotte, North Carolina.
What high school you went to?
West Charlotte High School.
Alright.
Yeah. Shout out to the Lions.
Shout out to the Lions. 100. But before we go to break, what would you say now, in the time that you're making music, is like the flavor that you are trying to push out? Like, are you trying to be on a more smooth melodies, or are you more so trying to be tailored toward the new age music and production?
like I said, it's not a specific flavor I'm pushing out. I'm just hoping to influence the game and just bring something different. Bring my style, whatever y'all want to call it, you know what I'm saying? Whoever want to categorize it as whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is, I guess. But like I said, it's just me. So the flavor I'm bringing is me.
Same.
Basically.
Alright, 100. Well, this is Spotlight Media CLT. I am DeMarcus Baker. We're here with King Saint and Spade. We're about to go to break. Floor is yours. Y'all can say anything you want to say on people. Y'all good? Good?
Yeah, man. Shout out to my city, Charlotte.
Shout out to Brooklyn.
Hey, Brooklyn, you know where you're at. Stand up, yo.
Alright, man. Alright, we will be right back. What's up? This is Spotlight Media CLT. I am DeMarcus Baker. We're here with King Saint on the beat. We vibing out with Spade. So check it out. It's Spotlight Media CLT. This is Sneak Peek. Let's get it.
Black King. Yeah. I just want the money, I've been thinking about a better day. Try so many, but this seems to be the only way. Wake up early morning and I like to sit and roll a J. Sit a bit in silence before I let the music play, then barely started rapping. Before I'm hit with distractions, everybody call my phone. Wanna tell me what happened, got these problems of my own. They never seem to understand. I say I'm traveling down this road, they got a different plan. Used to want to be the man, I'd rather kick it solo. Used to call me names, same hoes calling my phone. I'm just trying to reach my zone and write you something new. This that Pharaoh music moves. If you ain't with it, you a fool. Break some down and roll it up. Every day of the week, let them griefer take me high. Get me high as can be. And if it ain't about the money, I won't waste no time. These sucker niggas, they can't stop my shine. Yeah, Pharaoh, Black King. Yeah, Charlotte.
Yeah, you know that. This is Spotlight CLT. Yeah, you know that. This is Spotlight CLT. Yeah. What's up? This is Spotlight Media CLT. I am DeMarcus Baker. We're here with King Saint. And we got my man Spade over here. We got Ghost. We got Ghost over here too. And I know y'all gonna see it, but when y'all see the break, my man Spade, tell us, what was the message behind that?
Man, message behind the music was really, getting to somewhat better, you know what I'm saying? But keeping my cool under the pressure. I guess if I had to explain it, that's what I would say.
You held it down, and my man Saint on the ones and twos. When you kicked that beat, when you made that beat, what was the ideology behind that when you were figuring that out?
Just came to me. It was just like a feel good cruising type beat. I had actually made it before getting with him that day, and he just heard it and had something to go to it. So kind of just lined up.
It made sense.
Yeah.
Facts. Now I do got my Spotlight Media question of the evening, and it will come to both of you, but starting with you, King Saint. If you could describe yourself in 3 words, what would you say?
Uniquely dedicated individual. So, I'm unique, I'm dedicated, and individually in my own zone.
I understand that. That's real. I like that. That's real. A uniquely dedicated individual. y'all say it with me, a uniquely dedicated individual. My man King Saint. Alright, and we gonna kick it on man Spade.
3 words to describe myself: creative, different, and out of the box. I guess I'm just different.
So my man is creative, he is different, he is out of the box.
Out of the box, man. Disconnect from the matrix.
He made 3 words into 1 word, but that's cool, you see what I'm saying? Out of the box. Nah, you good. My man Spade, but that's real. But this is Spotlight Media CLT. This is a great interview with my man King Saint, producer, songwriter, artist, you know, great production skills. We have Spade, a great artist, you know, he's creative, he's unique. And this is Spotlight Media, this is what we come to do, this is what we do, we make it happen. And the floor is yours, you can say anything that you new to the crowd.
Like I said, you know, shout out to all the artists, all the producers out there trying to grind, trying to get the hustle on. J Stacks, OG Jerm, you know, H Wood, my boy Barnett. You know, I see you out there doing your thing. Rashard Solid. Get at me at underscore at King Saint underscore MVP. That's my Instagram. So if you see anything, hit me up. I am working on the website. I'll let you know. So just stay at my page for updates.
You good?
Chill out.
What's up, Ghost?
Follow me on Instagram at Black King Pharaoh, BL4CK King Pharaoh. Weed and Incense dropping soon. December 18th. Too Easy out now on all platforms. Y'all go get that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my city, Charlotte.
We in Charlotte, North Carolina. This is Spotlight Media CLT. I am the Marcus Baker, and we out.